Hey everyone, it's Clark, and I just thought we'd talk a little bit today about working with those buyers. Yesterday we touched a little bit on how to work virtual with your sellers, but there may be an opportunity to work with your buyers also, and the buyers, there's a lot going on for them right now. So let's take a look and see what we think about working when doing what's right with the buyer. So when we're talking about these virtual buyers, there are a lot of things we need to think about. First of all, the market is still very active. There are lots of things going on in the market. Now is a really good time for the buyers to consider it, but you have to know the market as well, if not better than they do. And actually, right now, with all the changes happening as fast as they do, you need to be the resource for what's happening in the market. For example, there were 823 new listings that came in the market between March 12th and March 18th. That's still a huge number. Now, it is down 15% from the week before, but still 1,823 listings is a lot to work with. Now, there are 364 properties that moved independent between March 12th and March 18th, March 12th and March 18th. 364 properties moved independent. Well, guess what? That's actually up 35%. So our market is still moving forward. Now, one thing that has changed a little bit week over week is that we're up about almost 100% in properties that have been withdrawn. So the number of properties that have been moved to withdrawn status week over week have doubled. 57 March 5th through 11th, and 106 March 12th through 18th. So this tells you that the sellers are having some concern, but this is a really great time to be able to not only talk to the sellers but the buyers, and help the buyers understand that there's still good properties out there for them to take a look at. You don't want your buyers to miss out on the right home at the right value, the right price. Maybe a great market for investors or those renters that you're working with. It could be a great opportunity for them. So let's take a look a little bit about what's important right now. It's just staying in contact. And the buyers may pop up because you're staying in contact. Now's the time to reach out. Stay in touch. Find out a little bit about what's going on with your current and past customers and friends and family. Just kind of check in on them. Update the customer's contact information in your CRM. Ask them about what's going on. If you ask them about what's going on, this will give you another reason or another opportunity to reach out to them later on in a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks down the road. As things change, make sure you're staying in touch with that center of influence and your current buyers. If you hear someone express interest about buying or maybe making a new purchase or another purchase, that's the time you can break into your discussion about what's going on with the market and find out how confident they are about being able to make that purchase. Share a plan. You have to have a plan. So especially when it comes to working with buyers on a virtual level, find out a little bit about what's important to them and have a plan that you can describe effectively about what you're going to do to make this process work for them if they have some concerns. The new buyer pools can come from your SOI, from your investor contacts, can come from your current tenants. Maybe you're working the property management end. Your tenants may see this as a great opportunity to go ahead and buy right now. So how does that all come together? What does that look like when you're working with a virtual buyer? Let's talk about that. When you're working with a virtual buyer that doesn't, you don't want to get away from doing your buyer consultation. With a virtual buyer, you're going to be the eyes, the ears, the nose of that buyer. So it's important that you're very clear on what their expectations are. Start with that buyer consultation. That'll really be an integral element of how you work your relationship, how important it is to stay connected to your customers and understand really a lot about what they're doing. You may want to schedule a Skype meeting with them. This will give you a chance to face with them, talk to them, find out a little bit more about what their wants are, but really the whys behind the wants. If they say that they would like something in their property, find out a little bit more about why they say they want that. It'll help eliminate or extend your listings and opportunities to show properties. Really work with that virtual buyer so that they feel like they are there with you when you're doing this tour. That means that they have to have an understanding of what you're going to be doing, as well as you understand what their expectations are. Use a platform that works for both of you. Facebook Live can work, FaceTime, WhatsApp, Zoom, these can all work. If you can, get something that's going to record for you so that you can save that recording and share it with your customer so that they have a chance to then go back and review the property. share with you the things they like, share with you their concerns so that you stay connected with them and get a better understanding of how they're moving forward in this process. Check to see if the property check to see if the property in MLS currently has any kind of video that you could share with your customer. It doesn't mean you should not still take your own video. You can narrate the video as you walk through the home and point out specific features that maybe they've expressed to you as a desire for their new home. So take your own video, but don't hesitate to share something that's already out on MLS with them. That shows that you're ahead of the curve. Consider doing a neighborhood video also. That neighborhood video can show them roughly what the neighborhood looks like if they aren't as familiar with it, or maybe there's some new things in the neighborhood that they should be familiar with that meet some of their desires. And then set a time to review and debrief, especially after you've gone in and taken a video of the property. Make sure that you set a time to debrief, get their thoughts, get their feelings about the property, how the virtual visit went, how they're feeling about the virtual visit. When you come into that situation. Got to tell you, it may also be a really good incentive for the seller. If sellers are concerned about having multiple people walk through their property, using a virtual visit could be a great opportunity to have one-on-one contact or one person come through the property. Just make sure you let them know that you're going to go ahead and video. That's going to be important. We've set aside some different ways, or we've set aside some caveats in helping you to put together an offer when it comes to an offer based on a virtual tour. You want to use the sight unseen disclosure. We've created a sight unseen disclosure. It's available for you at CBV Connect You. All you have to do is go to your support view, go into your forms drawer, and look through the closing and escrow forms. It should be right in there. It's a blue link. Just go ahead and pull that document. I would also make your offer contingent upon the actual visit to the property. But set a date specific for them to have that visit to the property. And as you do that, go ahead and make sure that you start all of your timelines for the date after or the day after that visit is supposed to take place. You want all of your loan approval and inspection periods to start after your customers remove the contingency on viewing the property. So here are some ideas on what to do with your virtual buyers. Keep them engaged with you. Have those conversations. If they are concerned, don't push them. Just stay in touch, find out how they're doing. And when they're ready, that means that you'll be ready with them also, and they'll know that you're concerned. If you have any questions or you want a copy of this, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. You can reach out at Clark LeBlond or C. LeBlond at cbvfl.com. or call me at 904-537-6149. You can even use that number as a text. Hope everything is going well. I appreciate your time today. Thanks very much.